I'm going to first of all start saying how it's not always possible to know who's in the room on the day. We have essential attendees. We have people we need to see. If those people are not present, we can't get a full picture of the person. We are not doing them justice. We are not supporting them in the way we should. We need to ask questions to the person overseeing their care. We need to ask questions to those involved in their day-to-day care. We need to ask questions to the person that's in charge of their medication and that's in charge of their therapy. And we need to have conversations with people that are going to support them when they leave the hospital environment or in the community, or if they're already in the community, who is supporting them there. We need to talk to those people. We need to talk to the people that are coordinating their education. So we need to know certain people are going to attend because we need them for our lines of inquiries. We need them to get a full picture of what's going on and to ask the kind of questions and to give the kind of recommendations that are going to ultimately help the person. For the person whose CTR it is, they need to know who's going to be attending the day because they might have questions about their care. And if they don't know who's going to attend, they can end up coming into a room with a very different set of people. And that could be very scary. Remember, this person is often at crisis or they're on the verge of being in crisis. They are very vulnerable. So if you imagine what you would need if you were at your most vulnerable, if you were in a place that's maybe far away from your home, maybe your family cannot be there to support you, you are alone in a strange place with a lot of people you don't know, your coping strategies have been removed. It's, you don't have your creature comforts, you don't have your favorite coffee mug, you don't have the normal foods you're used to eating, you don't have your pillows and quilts, you don't have the TV that you're used to watching your films at night, all of the things that give your life structure, that give you consistency, are no longer there. You're in a strange, unusual place where little is in your control. And then you're called to a meeting. It's about you. You know that every person at that meeting is going to have read all about your worst moment, all about your mental health, all the past things that you've done when you have just not been in a good place. So that's incredibly disempowering. It can be incredibly disempowering. It can be incredibly scary. So what would you need to be able to go into those meetings, to feel like you can speak up, to feel safe and confident in doing so when actually you're still not always in the best place? Well, you need information for a start. And that's why it's vital to have, for us that are involved in the CTR, to give one-page profiles. That's that little document, that A4 piece of paper that has pictures of us on it, and then a little bit about us. The reason for that is because that gives certainty. It lets the person know who they're going to be talking to on the day, what those people are like. It's also very important that those one-page profiles don't just have a single picture of us in our best suit, or information about, I did this in the NHS in the past, and I sit on this meeting. No, that doesn't make us seem like a person that's not scary. In fact, that can make us seem more scary. Now, for some people, that could make us seem like we're actually going to come in and help because they know we're professional. Okay? That's why it's important to include that information. But they also need to know that we are people. So I would suggest more than one picture of yourself. Professional picture? Sure, absolutely. But a picture of you in your normal habitat, maybe doing something you really like doing, again, makes you a person that they could have a conversation with, a normal person that has interests and hobbies. And also, I would suggest in the information you put, you don't just put who you are professionally, you put a bit about your interests and your hobbies as well. Again, it can be very useful to have dialogue with the person before they start talking about their worst moments. It's not necessarily normal for us humans to jump into this is me at my worst with a complete stranger. If we have some sort of in between where you bond over shared interests, it can be incredibly helpful. So again, one-page profiles, great for the person involved in the day. They let them know what to expect, who to expect, and that we're people, okay? Not another person controlling their lives, dictating their care. Now, how are these things also useful for the expert by experiences that you're going to be working with? The exact same reasons. If I'm going into a meeting with a bunch of strangers and I know we're going to talk to like 30 different people in that day, that's a lot of people, a lot of uncertainty. I don't know who these people are and how they're going to approach me. Knowing who my team is and who they are as people as well can allow me to engage with them easier. Knowing a bit about their background can give me talking points. Knowing a bit about their personal interests can give us natural bonding moments. So, one-page profiles. Amazing. Simple. It's one single page. Make them.